Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our class today. We are going to handle crop production 1. I am Madam Gloria Wafula and I'll take you through this course. Welcome. Principles of IPM, Integrated Pest Management. What is pest and integrated pest management? As we begin, first of all, we will begin by defining terms. And first and foremost, we begin by defining what is a pest. In order for us to understand what is IPM, a pest is any organism that causes significant and economic damage to crops, stored produce, and animals. A pest can also be defined as an organism which harms human or his property significantly or is likely to do so. A pest is an organism which imposes burden on human population by causing 1. Injury to croplands, forests, and ornamentals. 2. Annoyance, injury, and death to humans and domesticated animals. 3. Destruction or value depreciation of stored products. Pests include insects, nematodes, mites, snails, slugs, etc., and vertebrates like rats, birds, etc. Depending upon the importance, pests may be agricultural, forest, household, medical, and veterinary pests. What are the economic or what are the parameters of insect population level? 1, we have economic threshold level, abbreviated as ETL. This is a population density at which control measures should be implemented to prevent and increase pest population from reaching the ETL. The ETL is also known as action threshold. Number 2, we have economic injury level, abbreviated as EIL. This is the lowest population density that will cause economic damage. Number 3, we have damage boundary, abbreviated as DB. This is the lowest level of damage which can be measured. ETL is always less than EIL. It provides sufficient time for control What is IPM? So IPM, this is the use of all the possible methods to control pests in the farm. Or we can simply say it is a pest management system that, in the context of associated environment and population dynamics of the pest species, utilizes all suitable techniques and methods in as compatible a manner as possible and maintains pest population at levels below those causing economic injury. So in IPM, 3 aspects are emphasized. That is 1, multiple control tactics used in a compatible manner. 2, the populations maintained below levels that cause economic damage. 3, socio-economic and eco-friendly to the environment. Number 3 is social, economic, and eco-friendly to the environment. So IPM can be defined as an intelligent selection and use of pest control tactics that it will ensure favorable economic, ecological, and sociological sequence. So we have work for you to do. I'll send my link to the class rep, which you will share to the class for you to send in or to hand in your assignment. The assignment should be submitted personal, it's not group work. Remember that. So requirements. So what are the requirements of a successful IPM program? Correct, number one, we have correct identification of insect pests. Number two, life history and behavior of the pest. Know the life history from birth or from laying of the eggs, hatching up to maturity. Number three, we have natural enemies and weather factors affecting pest population. Know the natural enemies, encourage and breed the natural enemies if possible, and also know the weather factors that affect the pest population. Number four, we have pest surveillance. Will provide the above that. In order to get the above information or data, have the database from the pest surveillance. Number five, we have pest forecasting and predicting pest outbreak. Be able to forecast pest, know when it will occur, how in numbers also. Finding out the ETL for each pest in a crop. Know the economic threshold level of each pest and of which crops. We have need and timing of control measures. Know the need and when to time and when to control the crop pests. Number eight, we have selection of suitable methods of control. Know which methods are suitable to control which pests and at which level and at which stage. Number nine, we have analysis of cost, stroke benefit, and benefit stroke risk of each control measure. Analyze and know which pest or which measure of this pest is suitable and the cost, how effective it is. Number 10, we have farmers awareness and participation. Encourage farmers participation and make them to be aware of different types of pest control. We have government support. Under government support, we need the government or government subsidy to help us in controlling of the pest. Also, they should be aware of the pest control measures. Also, the government should create awareness to the farmers so that they should be able to know which pests are available to be controlled using which pesticides. Number 12, we have consumer awareness on use of pesticide-free products. What are the aims of IPM? Aims of IPM, number one, we have reduced the use of synthetic organic pesticides. IPM, as we said, it is the integrated pest management using all the available methods to control pests, except or at least the chemical method should be the least at the levels. Number two, we have number two, the aim of IPM number two is that are environmentally sound. This IPM is environmentally sound to the environment. It also protects the environment because chemical is least used. We have number three, pest minimal risk of human health. Because there is least use of chemicals, there is least health hazard to the human. Number four, we have reusable return on investment. Number five, we have it provides consumable safe food because there is least use of chemicals as said earlier. What are the principles of IPM? Identification of key pests and beneficial organisms, defining management unit and agroecosystem, development of management strategy, development of assessment technique, and evolving description of descriptive methods. So what are the components of integrated pest management? Number one, we have cultural method. This is the use of the agronomic practices, e.g. slashing, weeding, watering, etc. We have number two, host plant resistant, that is antizoonosis, antibiosis, and tolerance. Please give description of the terms. Number three, we have mechanical methods of pest control. Under that, we have hand distraction, exclusion by screens and barriers, trapping. Number three, we have trapping suction device, collecting machines. Number four, we have crushing and grinding. Number four method component is physical method, that is one by use of heat, cold, energy, e.g. light tap, irradiation, light regulation. Number four, we have sound. Number five, we have biological method, that is one, protection and encouragement of natural enemies. Number two, introduction, artificial increase and colonizing specific parasitoids and predators. Number four, use of botanicals like neem, pongam, etc. Number six, we have chemical methods. We have attractants, repellents, insecticides, e.g. carbamates and pyrethroids. Number four, we have insect growth inhibitors. Number five, chemostimulant. Number seven, we have behavioral methods by use of pheromones and allelochemicals. Please make sure you go deep and know what the terms means. We have regulatory or legal method, that is plant stroke animal quarantine. This is where we quarantine, like the government can quarantine crops or animals from the other country so as to have a clear survey of whether it has pests or diseases which can be transmitted to ours. We have eradication and suppression program. What are the constraints of IPM? Constraints of IPM: one, we have institutional constraint. IPM requires interdisciplinary approach to solve pest problems. Lack of coordinating among different institutions is a constraint. Research program based on farmers' need is lacking. Number two, informational constraint. So there is lack of information on IPM among farmers and extension workers. Lack of training on IPM leads to IPM demerits. We have socio-ecological constraints. Some farmers feel it is risky to adapt IPM compared to the use of pesticides alone. Our farmers are habituated to using more pesticides. Number four, we have economical constraints. Lack of funds for training farmers and extension workers on the use of IPM. Number six, we have political constraints. So vested interest associated with pesticide trade, pesticide subsidy by government. The last point is technological constraint. Although IPM technologies have been synthesized for almost every crop, these have validated only few crops. There's a picture of a person spraying his or her crops. Have a look at it. Let us meet during the next lesson. Thank you.